Just for the sake of their question, since they're here, you might as well get numbers 1 at 18 and then we'll move on. We're going to give you the answer to your question if you want to. Prophesy onto the wind, you know. Go ahead.
This is Numbers. Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18.
Yeah.
And it reads, and they assembled all of the congregation.
So the congregation of Israel was assembled. Go ahead.
Together, all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
So how do you declare who you are? By the house of your father. So if you're an Israelite, if your father goes back to an Israelite, then obviously you're part of this tribe, man. You're part of the people on the side. But if you're basically,
can you define Negroes, please?
Sorry?
Who are Negroes? Not anyone from Africa. Just everyone.
Those who were taken from that region of land which experienced slavery and them slave ships. Yeah.
Like the West Africans that went to
Exactly.
America.
Exactly. You know something. All right.
What would be
So basically,
yeah.
we're out here to wake up our people, the people on the side, yeah. And if some of our people, basically, they don't know. They basically have a lineage that goes back to the man named Israel. If you're not familiar with the Bible, okay. Now, our people, majority of them, don't know who they are according to the Bible, and not all of them are going to be looking like what you see here now, so-called dark men or men of color. All right, because our people were scattered throughout transatlantic slave trade. All right. So what I'm going to say is, if this truth resonates with you, all right, from the Bible, then there's a good chance that you're an Israelite. All right. But that's really, we don't have any records to say, look, our father's an Israelite or this or that. It's a spiritual thing.
So what modern?
That's why we sift you according to this word, man.
What modern
We're
day?
really out here for the men anyway, but. Yeah, go ahead. If you've got a precept.
Yeah, go ahead. Talk.
What like modern day like West Africans and East Africans classed as?
It depends, man, because the vast majority of modern day West Africans are Israelites, by and large. East Africans are there's some among them as well.
So
Honestly,
can white people be involved, or is it?
if their lineage, it's about lineage, man. For example, if I was to have sex with a white woman and have a kid, my kid will come out light. If he had sex with a white woman and had a kid, the child would be even lighter by like after 3 times. He might just look like a straight up white kid, but because he comes from an Israelite, myself, he's an Israelite. So you can look like a so-called white person, but being Israelite. For example, like Justin Timberlake,
Ryan Giggs.
Wait, it's just a minute back.
Yeah, he's an Israelite.
No, but it's not about Africa.
No. The thing is being an Israelite is not about your nation is not decided by the piece of ground you're born on.
Yeah.
And everyone didn't come from Africa. Everyone came from Israel originally.
So you guys don't believe that like human people started like around like Ethiopia, Africa?
Even though there's like
In the fertile
Have
question.
you got any evidence on that? The Fertile Crescent was in
there's like
Ur of the
fossils
Chaldees,
and
man.
caves and stuff which prove that.
Okay, so how do you age a fossil?
Pardon?
How do you age a fossil?
How do you what?
How do you age a fossil? Well, how do you know if that fossil migrated?
Carbon dating BS don't work.
You don't know. So no, you can't.
But then how do you guys know?
Yeah.
Because the Bible says so.
Oh, so this is from. Oh, so it's like Christianity.
We're standing up here with Bibles, of course. What do you girls believe?
I'm a spiritual, I'm not religious, so I don't.
You're not
believe in the
religious.
Bible.
You don't believe in anything.
I don't take it literally.
So you think the Bible is just about a bunch of fairy tales? Yeah, fairy tales, basically.
I didn't say it was fairy tales. I mean, you can believe in God without believing in the like religion. You can believe there's a higher God.
Yeah, that's called mysticism.
That's on you.
That's called mysticism, man. There was a guy that did that. Well, he believed in God anyway, man. But he found out there was a God. The thing is, all I say is
It's a Stephen Bloodclot Hawkins.
For women, the only thing that really matters, it says in the Bible, women are going to be saved through childbearing. So the only impact that what we're doing can have on you is if you're to get with one of the men up there and have their kids. So
you believe women are just for babies?
Yep.
Isn't that a bit misogynistic?
the Bible's misogynistic. Life is, the world is misogynistic, man.
It's a man's war, isn't it?
Isn't that what you're fighting?
It's a man's war.
You're supposed to fight for that. Fight
Why am I fight for what?
Fight for what?
Wait, I should be fighting for what? Say what I should be fighting for.
like fighting against like misogyny and sexism. That can be against you as well. You're black. So
Yeah, but okay, what I'm black? What is that? What is that to do with? The thing is,
not to say people say
it's very
black
simple.
people are slaves. So you saying women are slaves, lots of people could say you're a slave. So what gives you the right to
that logic is completely flawed. It's you know what? It's very simple.
So you're basically like sexist guys that think women should just be slaves, and if you don't.
The thing is, look, it's simple. What I'm saying is, because you didn't even let me say what I'm saying. I was just saying like women. I'm saying in regards to what we're doing, all the women have roles outside of just lying on their back and having kids. Of course they do. But I'm saying in regards to what we're doing out here, we're teaching the truth. In the Bible it says women will be saved through childbearing. So if you care about what we're doing and you want to partake in it, all you can do is get one of the men up there. That's what I said.
What happens if I want children? You want to understand?
But if you want to learn, your husband has to teach you. That's what the Bible says. Unless you're over 60.
So you don't want to teach
if you're over 60 and you're a woman, you can be part of the congregation. Otherwise, you have to get married and your husband teaches.
So women can't be. That's why it's all men here. Women can't be.
You got precept.
No, I'm just asking.
This is what the Bible says.
No, but I'm not asking for the Bible. I'm asking for you guys.
Yeah, the words I'm saying are what the Bible says. So I deal with what the precept.
Right, 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So we, basically men, the head of every man is the one the world calls Christ. So he's our leader and he instructs us. Go on.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Head of the woman is the man. So the man instructs the woman and commands her.
Oh, so you're the better. You're like it's better to be a man.
Right.
Why do women and men not compete in the same? Why do women and men not get in a boxing ring together and box each other?
That's completely different.
No, it's not.
You lot are real different.
No. The world heavyweight champion, boxing champion. He is better than every other heavyweight boxer in the world. Yes or no?
Yeah, because
of course he is.
That's not live. Boxing is not live.
Boxing is a part of life.
It's part of life.
So basically, your point is that men are stronger than women.
It's not about being strength, but it's about order, superiority, man. It's about order. That's what he's basically telling me.
But there was order with slavery back in the time. Where
what the hell is slavery?
Because you're talking about order. You're talking about order. So you're talking about boxing and relating this to boxing. I'm relating it to slavery.
Okay, in slavery,
that was order. So the white man said that was order. So how does
what has that got to do with it? The thing is, okay, look, listen. We're advocates for slavery. We're down with slavery. We don't mind.
That's why
the thing is what you need to understand is there is an order of a way to do slavery correctly.
So slavery can be a good thing if you do it right.
Yes, in the Bible, you can go. There's Hebrew. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying first. Listen to what I'm saying because you don't understand. Hebrew slavery. It's described in the Bible. You will basically serve underneath another Hebrew for 7 years. Then after 7 years, he gives you basically he gives you either some land, some sheep, and or one of his daughters.
Are you saying slavery was a good thing for a human being?
Yeah.
No. I'm not talking about the transatlantic slave trade. I'm talking about slavery. The transatlantic slave trade was something that needed to happen. The Lord said it was going to happen, so it happened. It's not because whatever the white man says, it wasn't by his design that the transatlantic slave trade happened. That was a judgment from the Lord against his people. Because we're spiritual men, we do what the Bible says. Get Deuteronomy 28:68.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The Lord will take you into Egypt again. The word Egypt means bondage. So our people got taken into bondage again by ships. Where in America? Americans are modern day Egypt. But look, all I'll say is, ladies, because we got to go anyway, we're in a rush. All I'll say is like women's job is to serve and look after their man.
I think you just say you want your woman
woman to be a slave.
Yo, honestly, life is
Hey, listen, yeah, listen.
This is why religions fight.
Listen, it's as
People like you that take things like that.
Yeah, but then what? The only reason you think that is because you're in the West. If you grew up in Saudi Arabia, you would be
My dad was born in Kuwait.
Yeah, but you were born here. Don't care about you. I don't care about you. You're the one here.
He doesn't.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, that is the doctrine of the West. For thousands of years, women have been in order, and now Esau's basically giving them.
God is not like that.
Okay. The family's destroyed. How's the family? The family unit's been wrecked.
How is it destroyed?
It's wrecked because single parent family. Single parent homes. That's completely out of order.
How is that a woman's fault if she's a single
You said there's
Choose what you want to be relevant.
said a so-called white man.
I'm talking about.
Picking and choosing what's relevant and what we should know.
Because how am I meant to talk about everything? Like I said, I need to go in 2 minutes.
Here with the
I
microphone
gotta go.
teaching.
All I gotta say is, look, females. Women just. Women have very few.
Is he male?
I don't. No, he's not. You know what he's called? He's called a cuck. That's what he is. Because a real man wants women in order, and that's how it is. That's how it is. During the dark ages, women.
How old is that? How old is the Bible? We're in the dark ages. How old is the Bible? We're in the dark ages. How old is the Bible? You're
What the hell are you talking about? You have been indoctrinated by the West.
How old is that?
You have been indoctrinated by the West. Women being in.
Go back to where you came from.
You don't know what you're talking about.
How old are you?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we don't know what we're talking about.
18. You don't know what
How old
I'm
are
saying.
you? How old are you?
You don't know what I'm saying. Older than you. Older. You're little kids. You don't even know how the world works. You don't even know how male and female
Don't
are.
matter about the age.
You don't know
anything.
But these are a couple. Come on, go and tell them.
But they're simple couple, man.
Men used to rule the world, yeah?
Men still do.
It's a man's world, man.
What the hell do you
It's a white man's world.
Okay, what woman was not made? How's a woman gonna rule the world? If she gets pregnant, she gotta take 9 months off. Women rule the world.
When you have women ruling the world, you get this, man. Total disorder. Women running their mouth. You get women opening their mouth, running their mouth. That's what happens.
The so-called white man's ruling the world. The so-called white man is why there's so much.
He's a man. He's a man. He's a man. He's a man.
And did I ever say that all men are good?
Yeah, innit? Just
Did I
that's
ever say that all men?
Women are superior.
Yeah, what does it? Yeah.
But you said all women are under
Does that mean that every man's good though?
But
That just means that.
How is that good? Why is that good that
Look,
people
man, you're gonna find out in the long run.
Just shut up, man. You stupid little girls. You little girls. Good. Enjoy it with your blonde hair. You got why? Did your hair grow out blonde? You're worshipping the so-called white man's way of life, you idiot, man.
You got leprosy in your hair.
Hey, this guy's a simp. This guy's a simp, man. This guy's a
You got
simp,
leprosy
man.
in your hair.
He's just proving that
You got leprosy in your hair, man.
He's a simp,
You got
man.
leprosy in your hair. You don't even know what that is.
Hey, man,
That's a plague of the scouts, you dumb bitch.
man. You see what this all leads to,
Kushite
man.
simp, man.
And these fucking women, man.
He's fucking
Eventually,
Ethiopian.
man, if they're not Israelites, they're gonna be destroyed, man. And if they are Israelites, they're gonna be in subjection, man.
Yep,
You know, that's what the Bible says. You know, so with that, we're gonna say shalom.
Shalom.
Catch you next week,
Shalom,
man.
man.
Fuck these devils.